Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. Thank you for connecting with us at this time. Please let us know if you can hear us in the chat. And we trust you have your water and your tarot, your crystals, everything else you might wish to have with you at this time. We trust you're all well. Hello, hello, Sandra. Lovely for you to join us. Lovely having you with us at this time. Yay. Miatur talazatos kari. Riatolova tiriesh. Riatos. Hello, Derry. Yay. Thank you for joining us. Riavalaturos kiatiresh. Hello, Vanessa. Kiataros talazaros. Rivier Crystal. Hello. Riaturos talazatos. Riesh kiaturos talavaloremiesh. Yes, indeed. Hello, beautiful beings. What a fascinating energy today we've been in. We have been feeling very trippy, very low energy, very in a very almost twilight zone. And every now and then just having an integration and doing tarot and then twilight zone and then again called for an integration. So it's been very shifty. And just before the session, about an hour before the session, we had quite a big integration and we finally feel ourselves settle back. Well, not back, but just in a more grounded frequency. So, and we did feel quite a major shift in our timeline. So, we trust this will assist in this session, of course. We only heal once what we have healed. So, we trust whatever it is that was aligning and shifting will, of course, assist you all. Hello, Khadi. Welcome, welcome. Hello, beautiful beings. Okay, let us begin this beautiful experience. So, 1010 portal, and this year, 1010 with the 2024 8, we are seeing that 181 again, magician, 1, infinity, and 1 as within without, Gaturos, 0 for the new beginnings, 10, completion of a cycle, beginning a new, Ratalos Talabaros. A new Ratalos Talabaros. We can't even say a new what? It's a new in the light language. It's a new something. Each and every single one of you beginning a new experience, a new frequency completely at this time. And let us just see where we go. Let's see what comes through. We are feeling Source really coming through strongly with a sense of support and assistance, a sense of wishing all of us to know that we are supported, we are seen, an understanding and a recognition of where you are. Source is saying, we see where you are. We understand that your needs, we see you. We understand this is a difficult time where things are slow or limited or restricted or stagnant or confusing, unknown. Yet we see you. And there's a great sense of being seen and being supported. And we feel a great energy, that energy wanting to come through and assist in the shift. Prioritizing you, your path, your okay. So, beautiful being. Some of us, and Source does speak about you all who are here connected with us, and some other beings on earth. We are very different, as you know, as you have felt yourselves, and you operate very differently. You have incredible sense, and you are awakening frequencies, you're awakening energies. And yes, you came here to discover how your source frequency looks like in the physical, discovered a few limitations, healed and transmuted them in order for you then to shine and be your divine light. Yet there's also a sense of you being here for divine purpose too. So a few different missions along the way. One for you to shine brightly, one for you to experience your truth, one for you to see how you manifest in the physical, to heal, and then also to anchor in energies, also to awaken frequencies, also to raise the frequencies, to awaken and heal earth, to integrate higher energies into the density. So a lot of missions, right? A lot of things. And those missions, your core mission, your core purpose is prioritized, is the priority, is focused upon at this time. So much so, it's shifting you. And we speak, when we say you, we're going to speak about individually you. It's shifting us as a collective, but we want to speak about, we're just really going to speak about those of us connected to this message right now, whoever is going to align with this offering, is shifting you above the expected or normal human ways of being. And that causes the confusion because it is not you integrating your energy into earth and almost aligning and balancing both. It is more you shifting completely out of the energies of earth and you just doing your thing, whatever it might be, shining your light, healing, anchoring light codes, and you being supported by source, you being supported by universe. And that's creating a very different energy restructuring, which is why source is saying it is almost taking a longer time or a different route to get to that point of stability, but no, it's getting there. It's sort of like one would have thought that, okay, source, I'm anchoring these energies. So now we're going to shift the physical to allow this to happen. And source saying, you are actually beyond, so beyond the physical energies. You are literally just here to anchor your frequency and do that. And then we're going to support and bring the rest in. And now this support and bringing the rest in. Hi, Shelley. Lovely. Thank you for joining us. The support and bringing the rest in, this is what's taking the time because this is source energies manifesting in a way which is very different from what has been allowed in this space. Usually the work takes time. You have to integrate. You have to really, work towards something, or you have to, the physical has specific rules or specific ways in which it usually operates. Spontaneous manifestation and you being supported by an external force of high frequency isn't one of the things that happen here. And yet, that is how it's happening for each and every single one of us in a very unique way. So, sources asking all of you to be very patient, to be open to the unexpected, and allow your path to take on a life of its own, because you anchoring your energies, or you being a healer, or you being whatever, a creative, whatever feels is your soul's purpose, your soul's truth, that is priority. And as you just anchor and stay in that frequency, source comes to support you. When you choose to be source, source comes to support you. It's this support coming in which is taking time to integrate, because it's coming in a very dynamic way, in a new way. And because it's coming in a dynamic new way, it has to, just like when you came through, you had to heal and transmute in order to be this support. These resources are healing and transmuting whatever is limiting and restricting it in order for it to be. Which is why it's almost, we say the physical is catching up to us. It is now the integration of the support coming in order to hold you where you are in your light. Um, for you are truly meant to just be and do you at this time. The healing and the transmuting and the anchoring of that, that's done. And source just keeps coming through saying that is really done. That's why even the motivation to go and try to Not convinced, not that it would ever convince them, but in the beings who are unawakened, or the humans who are not awakening at this time, the humans who are of the earth frequency, when they're doing their thing, you're not inspired to really go and assist, or to try, and you understand that unless they're open and ready to receive you, they can't. That is why that sense of needing and wanting to help them has dissolved, because that sense of wanting to need and help them, that was necessary and helpful when we were integrating, when we were awakening, when we were actually healing the frequency they were at. But now that that's been healed and that's been anchored in, it no longer pulls you. It's no longer a concern. It no longer feels like something you really need to attach yourself to. You're now more shifted to your own energies and how you can allow your energies to be the frequency that shines and be supported in the same time. And that's been the focal point of this year, as within, without. As within your source energies, within spirit, within your high frequency, your higher light energy, your divine feminine, your shadow, your non-physical energies, also being that in the physical and allowing that to materialize. So we feel that this 1010 portal is a shift to open up to that space, a transition where you are now more doing you, in the sense of aligning to your purpose, which is what you are, right? We also had Source had let us. We were tongue tied when we were busy establishing Demela Universe and Kemet Alchemy and all the teaching platforms and all the places where we share our offerings. We came to the understanding where Source said, "Remember, this isn't your work. This is what you are. You are an energy that anchors in frequencies and raises and awakens. It's what you are. And YouTube and all these spaces are simply platforms in which you can display what you organically are. It's like a singer on stage, like a sports person on the field. This is you shining your natural light, and these platforms assist you to just be. Okay. And so we are just to be, and Source's understanding that where the density of the frequency is, our being isn't quite understood by the majority of the world. So unlike a singer singing a song where it's, oh, everybody can just relate, the words and the ways we are, many who are not at Source can't relate. So it's not about us trying to get them to relate, but rather we just being here and being supported in our own little universe upon Earth. And each and every single one of you are having your own, you're unique, you have your own abilities, you have your own skills, you have your own creativity, even if it is still in the corporate world. The way that you are thinking about doing the financial grid, you are thinking about something that's thousands of years in the future. So even the people now are like, no, they're still almost caught up in the old rigid ways. And you can see where it can be, but these old structures, and that causes this friction. And Source saying it's not really about you dismantling it now, because that'll take time to, the finances and everything balancing out will take a few years, a few hundred years even, to balance itself out. It's just you literally doing your beautiful work in that corporate space, in the music industry, in the health, in the education industry, wherever you are, in your own grid, and the universe supporting it to flourish, and the how and the when and the why not being understood by you or anybody around, because these are superpower energies coming to bring in the support. It is manifestation energies which are born of your unique frequency, not of this planet's grid. And you are awakening it. You are awakening your superpower source frequencies in this grid. So the way it manifests and the way it comes about is, first of all, has never been done before. So even you understanding how it's done cannot be understood, because the very first time you're doing it in this physical realm. None of the other beings on Source has ever seen it happen before. So that's why you're also receiving the "we don't know, when you know, we'll know" kind of energy. And it's not a "we don't support you, we're not with you." They're like, "We're with you, we're supporting you, but we can't answer that which we don't even know yet. You're a new seed and a new plant asking us what kind of flower you're going to be. And we say, we haven't seen your kind of plant ever. When you bloom, it's going to be the first time we see your petals, the first time we see your colors, even you, the first time you know your scent. We have no idea until it happens. But the only thing we can ask you is remain in your power, remain in your grid, even though it doesn't make sense, even though things seem desperate. You will be supported. We will not going to leave you. Sources bringing through, we're not going to leave you in suffering. We're not going to leave you in lack. We're not going to leave you in these spaces of heaviness and these spaces of suffering. We would never do that. the, However, that said, the healing process has to be thorough. So you will be where you are until you have come to your core source frequency in clarity. And then the shifts can happen. But we can't come and swoop you in before, because then you're not source. Then the whole thing doesn't work out. Then you're still in the illusion. So know that wherever you are on your journey, it's simply because you are on that path of manifesting whatever you're wanting. Even if it might seem disastrous, you are literally on the path of healing, on the path of manifesting whatever it is you're wanting. You just need to release the ideas of how it should be, or the ideas of how you thought it would be, or how other people's might expect it to be, and simply be like, okay, this is it. This is my path right now. I'm not fighting it. Yes, I would love to have more information, but there isn't any available because it's the first time this is happening. I'd love to have some sort of support structures, but this is not going to happen because this is awakening. We're awakening this for the first time. I am the support structure. We are literally the support structure ourselves. We are literally keeping our energy going. We are the support structure to our frequency. So let's just keep being in our truth and allow everything just to come through. And there is right now, you have there is a it's interesting, it's so close. Whatever it is, we are wanting, you are wanting, our awakening collective is wanting, is so close. We can feel it's You can almost touch it. It is so close. And we can feel sources saying it is a detachment that's required, but this detachment is so deep. It's a detachment to all things human, because the idea of what it is to have that security and that comfort and that abundance and that all of that, it's not you. Your purpose, your abundance is higher, is a different quality, is a different materialization, is a different aspect altogether. And you being in this current situation you're in, wherever you are, the learning has been releasing quite a bit of what you thought you would be, of how you thought life should be, of what you thought the path of source would also lead you to, because you also had to release what you thought it meant to be being source. It's the releasing of any idea and the absolute being of moment, manifestation, and discovery. We had a beautiful download a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where we were walking in the sun, and Source said, humans are programmed to plan their outcome. You plan for your outcome. So you plan for what's to come. You plan for the manifestation. So if you are, for example, if you are going to move a house, to move homes, you plan. You plan where you're going to go. You plan when you're going to pack up. You plan how much is going to be allocated for what. You plan when the trip is going to happen. You plan in order for the outcome to be perfect, or to go aligned with a way which brings you comfort and ease. You plan for how the path will be comfort and ease. That's because you have been programmed what comfort and ease is. So now you have a specific way in which you are to feel when you achieve an outcome, when you do this, when you go there, when you see a friend, when you get a job, when you get married. Everything has a specific way it must feel, and you cater and you align everything to that feeling. So we plan, we literally put a path upon existence and materialization. Source frequency doesn't plan. Source frequency in the moment, oh, this is what we're doing. Okay, let's go. Right now, we are to move from our space and go to a new space by the end of the month. And just like the last time, we are source saving. No, don't save. Must look, don't look. How do we know? You'll know. But source, that's not practical. We need to plan. We need to have an idea. No, you don't actually. You don't need to. The only thing you need to do, Kemet, is do your work, remain high vibing, remain in your love, and you will know. You will know where you go, when you go. You will know where you are going when you go. When the opportunity arises, when the experience is like, oh, you are going to stay here, that is where you're going to stay. That is when you're going to know. And we, oh, okay. And then, but how do we know it's where we want to be? Trust us. Everything is aligned to joy. So when you know, when you receive the information, when you see the person, when you're inspired to speak to the person, when you're inspired to go to the place, when maybe the person comes to you and offers the space, it'll be joy. However, the manifestation of this new place you're going to stay in appears to you, that is the way it will be joy. You're not to plan your joy. And when you know, it'll be more than enough time for you to pack, more than time for you to move. Whatever abundance or finances you need will be there. This is how you weave, Kemet. And we're like, this is crazy. But okay, we trust and we believe, and we're just going to remain in this frequency. So for us, it's been learning, oh, this would usually bring us anxiety, but allow it to bring us ease. Oh, this would usually bring us stress, but no, understand this is simply how we are. We are of the unknown. Thus, it is to manifest when we discover it. Oh, okay. So we know right now, 2 days ago, we received, oh, you can now start packing. Like, oh, okay. We have no idea where we're going. We have no idea what's happening, and yet we can start packing. We thought, okay, so source, we'll probably need some storage things. Okay, yeah, you can get storage demand. So we got 2 storage thingies. They came today, and now we're going to start packing to go where we have no idea. And yet, this is how sourcing is. Now you're not sourcing. Now we're not interfering. Now our mind isn't interfering with the joy, with the outcome. Now our planning, now our vision, now our micromanaging, now our emotions, now the humanness of us is not interfering with the source of us. And we can then allow the source of us to be what the human of us experiences rather than the source of us being controlled by the human of us. The human nature is meant to be the empty canvas, and the source is the experiencing that we are to experience through this canvas. And yes, the humanness of us is to be celebrated and enjoyed, yet through the truth, through the joy, through the love, through the spontaneous and new energies being manifest, being created, being born in that moment, not preempted, not directed, and not contrived. We are literally awakening, all of us, we are awakening spontaneous manifestation again on earth. We are awakening just as in nature. Everything in nature literally blooms when they bloom. It rains when it rains, right? We don't see the mountains gather with the clouds and have a conference about the storm coming and whether it's going to affect the mountains and the grass over. It just is at perfect timing. Chaos, yet divine. Why? It's not directed, it's not contrived. And we are healing the human being, to source, to nature, to fluidity, to oneness, and trusting in the state we will be supported. Just as everything in nature, when truly left to its own devices, is supported, has can find shelter, can find abundance. It is only us trying to make it happen. That's the illusion which we are shifting out of. Because to make it happen means you're forcing things. So somebody now needs to be at a lack. Somebody now needs to move out of their way for you. Something now needs to shift when it's not ready for you. Something needs to be disempowered, out of power for you. And Source is saying, when you are not directing it, when you are surrendering to Source, you allow the Source of all things to co create with you. So everything and everyone is happy, everyone is balanced. We have no idea whether we're going to move into a space on our own or whether we're going to move with somebody else. But what we do know is by allowing Source to guide us to whoever it is we're going to move with, we will be wanted there and they will be ready for us. We'll want them there. We'll be ready for them. And they will be in their power. They will not have to reduce themselves for us. We will be in our power. We will not have to reduce ourselves for them. We will be in balance and harmony. For it is a source alignment, not a brain, anxiety, fear, stress alignment. It is a, okay. We trust you, Source. You are love. You know things, you see things more than we can possibly see. If I'm going to move in with somebody, you know exactly where they are right now. I don't know where they are. Yes, I could possibly tap into their energy, but that's again just that's a lot of work for no reason. You know where they are. You know how they are. You know exactly when they are ready to receive us. You know exactly when we're ready to receive them. You know exactly how that's working out. So whenever the energies are ready and ripe, it'll be the time. It'll be the time. It'll be the time. And so we as Kemet, we are getting used to being very present without planning. It is not easy. And yet we feel that Source is saying, this is what's happening. We are shifting you to you being your energy, and we're going to support you along the way. The only thing is you need to focus on is your energy. And we can feel that this is happening for everybody in a very different way. And the only thing that keeps us in anxiety or keeps us in stress is when we decide at any given time to be human about it, to need a human ease, a human validation, a human understanding. Anything that is to do with how we used to be throws everything out in disarray. But as soon as we release it and we trust, "Ah, actually, how lovely to know that I don't actually have to do anything until the time is right. So I can just breathe. I don't have to go looking for places. I don't have to go and spend time searching on the internet. I don't actually have to do that because I don't have to spend any of that time doing any of the practical stuff until Source aligns, until it's inspired, until it's like, okay, and now look, until it feels right, until the person comes to us. And it is trusting in this. It's not being, Source is asking us, the not planning and the trusting and the flowing is not you being irresponsible. So release that. It's another healing of what is responsibility. It's a healing of what is being complacent versus being inspired. There's a whole healing. And Source is saying sometimes you might feel I'm being responsible and you're not being responsible. Maybe am I tricking myself? And then I'm going to Source saying, no, you're not tricking yourself. And we're not going to all of a sudden say, sorry, there's nothing at the end. We wouldn't do that to you. Source is saying we wouldn't guide you all the way in the feeling that you feel is love and good. We wouldn't assist you to release everything in your life that brings you frustration until you find peace and ease, only for you to have a booby trap at the end. That is not Source's way, nor is it possible, for the energy of peace cannot bring disaster. The energy of ease cannot bring stress. The frequencies are different. They're different pitches. It's different resonant keys. It is the mind at this time, that's going through a huge healing, a new physical brain, a new physical way of experiencing life where we do not need to analyze it through known parameters and known understanding, but rather a brain that is able to be at ease and compute presence and source. Huge shifts, huge upgrades in your physical body. Even your heart space is getting a huge upgrade. We mentioned it, we believe, in one of the downloads and the sessions, a huge emotional upgrade where you are finally going to feel the happiness, feel the joy, feel the love, but it's going to be when you're in the moment and it's a new experiencing of it. It's not, ooh, I must do that, then I'll be happy. You're no longer holding emotion hostage with the physical experience, but rather emotion is within you, and when that physical experience occurs, the emotion will then come through. The experience, the source creation will initiate the feel of the emotion, not the physical. The physical is simply the manifestation of that source experience too. So it's this healing of everything originates from your source outward, not anything outward influencing the source you are. And it's a huge reprogramming. And Source is saying, we know it's taken so long, but understand what you are doing. Understand what you are rewiring and what you are reestablishing. Understand what you are and what you are being. You are anchoring Source in the physical. You are realigning the grid. You are completely rewiring creation and the creative process completely. The laws of creation, the laws of attraction, the laws of everything is being rewired. For now, you are claiming the source you are and creating from there. This empowers you completely, completely. So, whatever in your mind you gave power to has to go. That's the work being done. And now you trust, it's a great trust in who and what you are, in the energy within you to manifest and support and be able to assist you. Because as soon as you are born here, you're told to trust everything else but yourself, and you're shifted away from your path. So, this trusting of self, of your power, your own ability to create, as opposed to needing an external support system or an external power to create for you. You understanding we are that power. We are all one. That power is within me, and that power within me creates and can support and can do all that I want. It's a huge rewiring of energetic grid, of cellular grid. You are rising so high, and a return. We were doing a tarot meditation, and we began to sing, and the song, it was channeled from us, through us, and it was around. The lyrics or the words came through something to the gist of, we fell from the sky to assist the darkness. We fell from the sky to light up the world, to add our light in the darkest of places, to heal a love long destroyed. We now are done. We have completed our journey. We rise again. We return to our light. We return to the stars. We return to our power. We rise again. We return home. And in that moment, we felt how all our energy came here to anchor in the light. And we feel immediately how we are now shifting back to our core energies, which is why it's been this unlearning of human ways, unlearning of the energies here completely to center back to our home light. And it is a home light in you because of all the work you've done here on earth. You are evolved even more so when you had come in the first place. So that is why it is not a returning of home in the way in which you even remembered. It's a returning of your power in a new way which has never been done before. And each of us being guided uniquely through our source frequency to honor that love, that light we feel within us, and to trust that guidance system, no matter what's happening around. It's like, okay, I know that things are not working out as I thought they would, or in the way that I thought they would, yet this feeling is certain, this feeling is certain, and the guidance is clear. So I'm just going to follow this feeling and follow this guidance because following this feeling and following this guidance has brought peace, has released stress, has released toxic energies, has allowed me to tap into abilities and powers and experiences I never even knew existed within me and around me. So clearly, there's something here. I can't make any of this up. This energy I'm feeling, the vibrational frequencies I'm feeling, can't make it up. It's right here. It's not fake. It's right here. We feel it. Other humans can't feel it, and that's weird. But then again, can't connect with them anymore, and they can't connect with us. Two different worlds. It's time that I now honor the world I am. That means I release how this world shows abundance, shows success, shows whatever it is. I no longer allow myself to compare. I no longer have reference points according to this earth. We awaken a new earth, a new way, a new world, a new physical being, a new physical way of being human. How it's going to work, we do not know. But I'm going to trust deeply. I'm going to trust so deeply that this energy, this beautiful frequency that has done nothing but be love to me all this time will continue being love to me as I leap into the unknown. Viaraturos talavaros riavir. Kiatalos talavalos riaviresh kiati. Kiariesh kiatur talozatos. Viarash kiaturos talavar. Okay, beautiful beings, we're ready. Let us see where we go. Let us return to the light, our home, our core. Let us see how exactly Source would like to support us, how exactly Source plans on bringing our abundance and prosperity and wealth and health and love and all the things we have been wanting and desiring. Source, we surrender to you now. We no longer direct, we no longer have an idea of what we will be, of how it'll pan out. We trust you and we trust in the love that we feel within, that we feel. We trust where we go now, and we allow you to take us to heal us, to restore us to the truth of our frequency, the truth of our existence, and to reawaken our physical experiencing to honor that truth. We are ready for however you wish to bring the support, for however you wish to bring the abundance, for however you wish to bring the love, the resources, the health, the wealth, However, it will truly align to what we are, we discover now. For we trust it'll bring us joy. For we now allow ourselves joy. Joy is the expression of Source. And when we were children, as soon as we are born, as soon as we're given a name, we are stripped away from our Source. For that name is not ours, it's a name of illusion, it's a name of past, a well meaning naming, a well meaning information, well meaning conditioning, for it is simply information passed on, yet it is not that which we are. And now we release the world and the information which is not us. We release the creation and the creating and the being of a frequency which is not us. We are unique source. We are unique healers. We are unique awakeners. We are anchoring in a new era of love, of light, of higher energy, of the highest, truest form of collaborative co creation this universe, or at least this earth realm, has ever seen. And we now trust how it pans out, for we are birthing a new earth, and for us to birth something new, we release how it is. We allow ourselves to discover it. We allow ourselves to be birthed anew. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Viatur talozarosh riavir kiatarosh kiavarosh. Deep breath out. Vilatur talozarosh riavir kiazirosh kiazatosh. Deep breath in. Viliatosh kiatur kiaviresh riazutosh riavir. Deep breath out. Kiavir riaturosh riazatosh kalazotosh riaviresh. Deep breath in. Viatosh talovir kiazurosh riazatos kiadir. And a deep breath out. Viaturosh, viaviresh, kiatu. Keep breathing at ease. Talovem vilaviresh, talovem. We bring through the 10, the endings. We bring through the 10, the completion. We bring through the 10. We release the old. We release all now. Kiriatuosh, daviesh kadi. Kiriatiosh, kiriavelevatu. Giriatosh, giriatosh, girialaviresh katurosh, rieshkitu, rieshkitarosh talave, virieshkiturosh, kiviato. We bring in the 10, renewal. We bring in the 10, regeneration. We bring in the 10, rebirth. The 10 becomes the 1, a new cycle. Stability, abundance, prosperity, born within the source, the truth, the one we are. Ratu Kialato, connecting to the collective, the frequency, the consciousness of oneness. Welcome home. Miriaturos talavaros tavi. Rikiakiesh kiaturos talavaros. Kiriaturos talavalos tavi. Rikiesh. 10 beings of oneness, of the collective all that is around you now. Viriatur talazato, kiriatur talavir. We welcome you here. Riaturosh talavarosh. You have done the work, Kiriyesh kiatu, to connect to all. Kiriyash kiatu. Viriyesh, Kiriyesh. To be in a world of separation, when you are a frequency of oneness, is not an easy task. You have all awakened a powerful gift upon the earth. A gift the earth is not quite ready for. Yet you are. You are ready for it. And we now have the availability and the opportunity to assist you in your own unique readiness to fulfill your destiny, your dreams, your wants, your desires, without interference from the separation. This requires you to release the separation. This requires you to release the world of separation, the understanding, the experience, the consciousness of separation. This requires you to awaken your consciousness of oneness within you and within all that you are and all the spaces which you be. We now come through to assist to anchor you to a physical earth where your frequency of oneness is supported and aligned. Each step you have been taking upon your path has been leading you to a higher consciousness and connection with your source. Every step, every integration, everything you have been doing since taking your first breath, you have been awakening your frequency. Each of you connected to this energy right now are unique, and you are very new to this physical earth realm, domain. This physical vessel you're in feels new to you. It's a very new space of being. Each of you have known this since the very first day you've taken breath. You are just now aware to the point of acceptance. You're no longer fighting the difference. You're accepting it and allowing yourself to not become it, but rather evolve it to where you truly are. Ascension is a fascinating thing. For time and space shift. Ratour talavarosh talavir. Let us see how time and space now shifts for each and every single one of you, uniquely, in a way which allows you, your being, fully supported by all. Viriakiesh kitar tazavo lurosh tavi. Miriaturosh kitar tazavo livesh riat. Kiriaratos kitur kiturosh tavir. Kiriaratos kitur kiturosh tava. Taliviesh kitarosh kiazakur. Talvem miatosh talvi. Kiesh kiatur tave. Kiesh kiatur tavirosh. Kiatur talvalo kiesh. Riatarosh kialaver latove. Viaraki alato valavemayato. Riakira lavemia. Rivialato. Valaiatos. Viliato vemia. Viliatavo mia crie. Awakening. Your star energy, your star being, your existence as a star being, your existence as a higher frequency. Via latur, kieshkia, via tuvo, rieshki viatova, via tur kiviato ve via viesh, bringing through energies of support and assistance, wrapping you in a sphere of divine assistance, divine support, nourishment, restoration, viariesh, viaritur, planting the new seeds, the new cycle, virish katu, tavish riesh, talveriesh, Raturiesh, Riviriatos, Ritarviash, Kiaviesh, Kiavitish, Talvire, Kiviatos talva, Miatur talosiresh Kiave, Riatur Kiaviesh Kituro, Talvaleresh Kiavaraki, Gia talve, via talve. Divine fallen stars, fallen angels, you did not fall. You elected to come down here to assist. You now rise again. You now fly again. You now rise again. You now fly again. You're no longer tethered by the density. You're no longer affected, restricted, and limited by the density. You are now elevated, elevated, elevated. Ratavaya, Kiviya, Raliashtavo, Kia. Within all the power of creation, design, all the power of existence, of love, all the power of all that is, you are restored to life, to light, to truth, to you. Divine restoration, regeneration, not only of you, not only of your inner compass, your inner world, not only of your physical body, but of your timeline, of your destiny, of your materialization, of your resources, your environment, your experiences, your lifetime, your timeline, your path, you, connecting to the infinity frequency, strengthening this, your mastery, your mastery awakened, integrating at work everything you have mastered, everything you have studied, explored, all of your skills, all of your power, all that you are, now weaving and working, integrating, freely flowing into your physical experience, healing, restoring, weaving. You are source. You create. You now create the source you are. Welcome home, children of oneness. Welcome home to you. Welcome home, masters of oneness. Welcome home to you. Release the world of old. It will not respond to that which it doesn't understand. Awaken your world anew and discover new ways in which this earth of yours responds to you. Trust the response. Trust your source. Trust the feel of your power. Right now, feel your power. Feel your source power. And understand this. We are not saying feel the source power. We are not saying feel our source power. We are not saying feel that source power way over there. We are saying feel your source power right now, right here, completely through your bones, through your cells, through your blood, through your nerves, through your body, through your heart, through your mind, through your spirit, through existence. Feel your source power right now. Feel your immensity, your capacity. Feel the love you are. Trust that all of this you feel can most certainly move a few things in your physical experience. Trust now. Trust like you have never trusted before. The humans have conditioned you to trust in family, to trust in friends, to trust in parents and guardians, to trust in politicians, to trust in gods, to trust in religions, to trust in cultures, to trust in race, in gender, in sexuality, in this and this and that. The humans have taught you to trust in the external. We ask you to trust in you, in your power, in your source. Feel it, increasing the intensity, increasing the frequency. Feel all that you are. Feel your light. Feel your fire. Feel your water. Feel your earth. Feel your air. Feel your ether. Feel your essence. Feel you. Mm. Crystallizing, receiving, evolving. Total system upgrade. Total evolution rebirth sequence in 3, 2, 1. Kitu Bye. Ascension, ascending, transcendence. Physical evolution, environmental evolution. Structural, base, foundation, support. Shifting timelines. A timeline, a lifetime that supports you. More than ever, completely and utterly. You connect now to your eternal frequency, your infinite frequency. This is your destined energy, your source, eternity. This is you being your source, eternal frequency within a physical vessel upon the earth. Be present, release future. You are eternal. To consider future, that's a lot of unknown. And if it's a forever unknown, a forever unknown. Thus, being present, mm, each present moment honors you now. You return, or rather, yes, indeed, you return to the knowing of your power and energy, yet it is a newness of it. For never have you ever been this way in a physical human vessel. Or never has the earth, never has the earth held ancient, powerful frequencies such as yourselves in this form. It is a new age, a new era, a new awakening of a new way of being. We understand the frustration in not knowing. We wish you to understand this isn't a temporary not knowing. This is simply you now, an eternal not knowing, to allow all that you are here to allow all the power you feel, to allow it presence, to allow it power, to allow it fluidity, to allow it creation. It cannot be known, for that defines, limits, and contains it. It cannot be understood, for that confines, limits, restricts it. It is to be left unknown. Then it is free, free like you, to be and to bring source, fullness to all of your experiencing. Allow your power to be source. Allow your manifestations to be source. Allow your opportunities, your experiences, your offers, your abundances, your joys, your laughters, your play, your fun to be source. Your wealth, your money, let it be source. Let everything you are be source. And witness, witness the treasure you are. You are a trust fund baby of the universe, and your wealth is lifetimes in the making. Allow it to show itself to you. Now and forevermore. You are not of the human frequency. Release trying to be it. Release understanding your life through it. You are born within the human frequency, yet not to be limited or imprisoned by it. To experience it, evolve it, awaken it, awaken you, experience you. How does your physical body respond to you? You are to discover. How does your physical body change now? You are to discover. How does your mind change, your emotions, your expression? You are to discover. How are you to make money, to manifest abundance? You are to discover. How are you to be, relate, love, play, dance? You are to discover. Yes, the stillness was long. The cocoon period was long. The awakening was long. But now that you have awakened, you may begin. We simply ask you begin anew. Release the old. Begin anew. A new lifetime, a new earth, a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of connecting, a new way of relating, a new way of you. The old does not affect your grid. Release the fears and the concerns of the humans, even though you are amongst them. Their energy, their way, their earth does not affect your grid. You remain in your frequency and you raise their grid. Yes, your energy affects their grid. Why are humans making more conscious decisions at this time? You've raised the frequency to consciousness. Why are humans wanting more love and more connection at this time? You've raised the frequency to love and connection. You being raises the frequency. This allows the energies here on earth to connect to that frequency. We heal from within. Release the external. Release the changing from with external. You heal from within. You heal from the oneness, from the all that you are, the all that we are. Kiashki tur tavir ravir razatoshki alovem. Kiviaratir kiazatiresh kiazatur taloverem. Kivesh kiatur tava riakia kiato. We follow the call of destiny. The column of night connects to you. Viatar kialaziresh kitur taloveresh kitur tavi. Miriatosh kitave. Miriatosh kitave. You connect to the mountains. Viriatosh kituriviash katavare. Rivaliashtavi. Your foundation is now one with us. Deep, deep, deep. Stable, abundant, rich, and wealthy. You connect to the sun via Dove. Your alchemy, your fires, your existence, one with us, constant. The oceans, viriaturos de lavaros rivire. Your ways, your power, you receive as we do. You are one with us. Depths unknown, restored. The wealth of you, restored. The air all around you, the breeze, the wind, the clouds, the sky. You are everywhere, seen, unseen. You are everywhere. You are one mind with all that is. Clear. You fill up every room you're in. You take up space. You are a gift of life. Those who breathe you in heal, are restored to life. You are a healing. You are a blessing. You are a presence. You are seen. You are felt. You are unseen. You are still felt. You connect to the ether of earth. You are one spirit with us, divine being. One spirit with us yet again. Do not shame yourselves for how you be. Do not shame yourselves for how you have been. You're allowed to be free upon this earth. As you heal, we heal. Where you go, we go. We are one now. You exist in a very specific, yet fluid time, space. Do not look at us, do not look at me, the earth you're upon, with sorrow or sadness. For we, the earth, look at you with joy, celebration, with gratitude. You came to us at this time when we needed you the most. Thank you. We could never judge you for how you be, for your being is love. Your existence is a healing, a blessing, a gift. Your presence here heals us in ways you do not understand. Do not judge how you be. You are perfect. There is no other way we would want you, would like you to be. We do not judge a single leaf on any tree. We do not judge a single petal on any flower. We do not judge a single thing about you. Beautiful, glorious, divine, masterful, incredible, powerful, generous, courageous. You're so strong. You are so strong. Thank you for awakening at this time. Hmm. Viash. Kiriato. We call upon the sacred energies, the sacred, holy energies, the divine, sovereign energies, the alchemy, the healing, the codes, the ancient. Raturavi Gayato Viaja. The energies flow through you as you within you. Raturaki Viato. They awaken within you. Via. We share our gifts with you now, divine beings, as you have shared your gifts with us upon this earth. The earth shares her abundance with you now. The earth shares her resources with you. The earth shares with you. You are finally home, you see, in your true power. This is how you receive from earth. It is strange to think the humans are home where they are and receive where they are. Yet they do, yet they are. Accept this. This is where they are on their journey, and it is divine. Painful to observe at times, yet divine. You now bring in a whole new light, a light which is a joy to witness. Hmm. We are so looking forward to joy, Beato Davi, upon the earth once more. Ooh. Beautiful beings, deep breath in, deep breath out. Nice and deep, integrating, receiving whatever it is you're receiving at this time. Settling into this energy, into your energy. The light codes and the energies you have just received will integrate, continue to integrate for the next 4 months. They are restorative frequencies, so it's a restoration for the next 4 months. When they are complete, well, that's for you to discover, right? Yet you will feel immensely better than you have been of late. The improvements in your grid already begin now. The improvement in your physical reality already begins at this time. The next portal on the 1111 anchors in the new frequencies. You will awaken in the year of 9. Remembering that most of you joined us in the time jump, and you are already awakening the year of 1 and the year of 2. So multiple year energies awakening. Yet you are supported in this multi-vibrational frequency form. Be at peace with where you are, as odd and as frustrating as that might be to hear. You are well on your way to your healing and your victory. This is simply the path to be taken. Don't react to the path. It will heal. It will please you. It will please you. The desert you were in has received rain, and the rain will not stop. Your abundance will now grow. Your oasis, your forest, your earth will be full of rich manifestation. Mm. It was interesting in the last few moments, we almost had a direct conversation with the star signs and astrology and all the numerology, all the energies that have assisted us, assisted everyone along the way. And they said, we know we have been promising and bringing through abundance and victory and restoration. And they say, this is a truth. It comes. You were healing us along the way. As we were anchoring, you were healing us and giving us the ability to anchor. So it's a beautiful feeling of how all of these energies you have been working with, however you have been working with them, whether it's the tarot, numerology, star signs, candles, whatever weaving, and whatever you've been feeling is coming through, saying, yes, now you will feel us, you will sense us, and you will receive us. You are healing us. Our offering to heal you, awakened energies to heal us, for us to heal you, if that makes sense. And now that you are healed in your full capacity, we are healed. And now we can finally restore and return the healings we have offered you all this time. We receive the year of 9 for you beings is a fascinating twist, for you receive, and what you receive enables you to leave what is to be left behind. It is no longer the process of you releasing out of clearing or cleansing, or no, it is you are receiving, and in receiving, it shifts you away from what is no longer yours. It's a powerful healing, and it feels lighter. You have been wrung out so tight, like everything had to be wrung out, and you were almost tightly worn and stretched to the very point of all that you are. This was to release everything so that at your sovereign state of being, Understand your default state of being is a sovereign state of being, so that at your sovereign state of being, you flow at ease, at love, at joy, at power, without any disruption, disturbance, interference in your grid. It'll be easier to co create with those who are not on the path, who are not awakening, for you have shifted and you have, it's not a separation, you have just anchored in at a different time space reality. And so, should you find yourself in a space where you're co creating with those who are still of the illusion world, it will not be at all disruptive to you. And you are just a light. You are just a bright light of love. That's all they feel. They don't know how to explain you. Again, it's that sense of being, we're back in our star energy. You are a fallen star, no. You had chosen to come through, you are back. A fallen angel, no. You had chosen to come through, so you are back in your star angelic power self. And that's all they see, that's all they feel. They can't quite understand you, nor are you even, and you're not bothered or not, and that's the best word to say, you're not bothered to explain yourself or to try to understand. There's no need. You understand that they can't until they're ready to access that information, and when they can, you will feel inspired and you will assist. It is, you're not closed off, you're just no longer trying to change any perspective that is not ready for it. So it brings a great peace to your experiencing in the physical, and it brings a great joy to you and your experiencing. For your lights calls in only joyous experiencings. If somebody has ill intent, they just can't come into your space. You're going to see them. You've been experiencing it more and more and more, but now it's going to be this absolute. They can't be in your presence, or they can't bring toxic. They just can't. They it is interesting in the scriptures of old when they speak of holiness, right? And they speak of, you have to take off your shoes and you have to be holy in order for you to be within a holy space. And that is what is coming through. You are whole. You are a holy, sovereign being. Thus, only those who are whole can actually come into your space. And it's not a rejection, it's, you need to meet us at source in order for us to be here. Otherwise, you can't be here. And again, it's not a rejection, it's not a pushing away, it's just an energetic contract, it's an energetic law. And that is what you're going to feel, which is why Source is saying release trying to plan or to know, trust and know that what comes to you right now is of love, of joy, of Source. Nothing else but love, of joy, or Source, or abundance can literally come into your life, can be experienced by you. You have no choice but to experience love and joy and happiness. In other words, it's just going to happen to you. So just be. And the more you allow yourself the freedom of however shape it takes, the freer and the more fluid your experiencing of it is. But the more you keep having an idea or trying to structure it in thought, you're just driving yourself crazy for no reason. You're stressing yourself out for no reason. Source is saying there's no need for you to do that to yourself. Release, because that's all illusion. If you're doing that yourself, you are trying to figure out your power through a human perspective. That doesn't work. It's not going to work. The caterpillar cannot try to understand butterfly flying and wings. And it's, again, it's not a rejection, it's not a question of the caterpillar's intellect, it's a different frequency. And that is just simple. And you are a different frequency. It gets tricky because you look human, you are on the earth within the humans, so it just feels so sometimes tricky for you to discern. But More and more now, especially in the 4-month integration process, following this integration, you're going to feel more of an activation, really. You're going to feel the activation and integration. You're going to feel, you're just going to feel it. You're going to feel you. You're going to feel you like no other, like you've never felt you before. Just as the beautiful beings of oneness allowed us all to feel the power we are and made sure we all understood it was our unique, your unique power. Just that crazy energy you felt was yours. That's how you're basically going to be here full time. It'll obviously feel different because it'll feel as however it'll feel in your physical world, but we sense it's going to be more, just more. You're going to feel more of your presence. Support is the big emphasis, and we mentioned this before we began about support being the focus, that we are supported, that sources not really interested in you having to work hard or you having to do, human steps in order to achieve things. Like, no, you just focus on you doing your magic, being your love, being your creative self. You focus on what you feel you are and leave the rest to us. The energies of creation are simply invested in you being. And it's not only a measure of how much you are supported and wanted in your truth and your power, it's also a mark of how your power creates for you. Because, yes, that source you feel supporting you without in the surrounding is also the source within you. Oneness restored. Balance coming back into your lives. The scales really shifting in your favor quite markedly. Okay. A lot of things that concerned you will no longer concern you, and a lot of things that you were almost worried about will no longer going to worry you. That's coming through quite strongly now. Again, there was nothing you could do about it. That is why it was infuriating, because you could tell and sense this source of saying it wasn't you being lazy, it wasn't you being complacent. You are so hardworking, and there's so much you wanted to do, and yet it felt source. There's nothing. It's simple. We want to do, but how? How do we do, and how do we go forward, and also awaken, and also, you know, shift through, and also transform, and also transition, and also just like source. We are wanting to support ourselves, and yet how do we integrate everything that we're going through in a world which is resistant to it? It was, and that's why source was saying it's not. Don't do anything. It's not for you to do. It's for the energies to work out. And we feel that this portal and this shift you've just experienced and the shifts happening in the subsequent portals is going to assist to just amplify. There's a huge energy in the 1111 portal, another one in the 1212 portal, 1 1 and the 2 2. We find we just feel now to February, it's just going to be quite another accelerated evolutionary movement for you all. Yet it is positive. It is not. It is not changes of struggle, and it's shifts and major changes. Yet wanted, just really unexpected. And so really go with the flow. Whatever comes along and you're thinking, okay, 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 don't, there's a sense of not judging the book by its cover, not judging the presentation. You're going to feel it anyway. Immediately, you're going to feel, wow, this is amazing. It's just not going to look the way that you thought. because it's not following the rules of earth, of human creation. It's following the rules of your unique source creating. So it is strange, but it is source. It is you, and you are. It's a return to you. It's a return to how your energy works. We received during the integration, as you were all there, that we have shifted to the eternal path, the eternal channel, right? The eternal bandwidth. And so that means your soul ancestry, your mastery, what your lifetime, your eternity, you're back on that path, on that frequency. And so you are simply remembering and awakening how that frequency works on earth. And that frequency is already doing. It doesn't require you to effort. It's already integrating and shifting. And it's about you experiencing and experiencing. There's not much, there's nothing, nothing to be done on your side other than for you to receive for a very long time. There are no lessons we're receiving, no lessons, no transmutations, no. That's a journey of old. This is now focus point is support, restoration, rehabilitation, regeneration, receiving. So whatever path you are finding yourself on, just enjoy and there's no need to worry about, oh, but I need to do this in this many years. Don't put years to it. Wherever you find yourself on, just enjoy that space. It's assisting you to receive. Okay. Source is saying sometimes you might think, oh, I must get another job in order to save, in order, and then all of a sudden you have been offered something that's not necessarily adulting or responsible, but it's the side project that's fun and not necessarily financially rewarding, but it's something you've always wanted to do. And Source is saying, if it's there, do it. Spending time in that will bring in everything else you want. This isn't about if I do A, B, and C, I get this. It's about, oh, Source, you're bringing this into my life. Yay, it feels fun. Do that. It brings everything in. Allow the path to show you your abundance and how you build, and trust that this path knows what you want, knows you want that house, knows you want that travel experience, knows you want that beautiful successful career, knows you want, it knows what you want, and it's bringing it about in a way which allows you to be the light you are without having to sacrifice any aspect of you, which is why it's so different, the path, because many of the human ways of doing things requires you to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your happiness, sacrifice your time, sacrifice this, sacrifice that, sacrifice looking after yourself, sacrifice sleep, sacrifice eating. There's so much sacrifice in order for you to get ahead, and none of those sacrificing things apply, which is why the way it's shifting is so dramatic and it's so complete, that it might feel like a slower pace or a pace which is not necessarily productive, but it actually really is, because it's bringing everything you want without you needing to sacrifice your well-being and your health and your truth and everything else. And there is a restoration, there is something that is shifting in for all of you. um, be open to allow whatever shifting in to come in. You might be focused on a relationship, all of a sudden it's something else that comes in. Career. You might be focused on a career, all of a sudden it's a relationship that comes in. Source is saying, let whatever comes in to come in, because it's coming in at the right time for the journey, for your journey and for your experiencing. It's an eternal journey. You're now back on the path of eternity, not the path of, oh, I have 80, 75 average human years to live, so I need to fit everything in. No. Before I retire, no. So it's like release all of those things. You're back on your path of eternity. So this is where you wake up in the day and what's going to happen. And as you flow in that energy, it's going to work. You don't have to worry about, work, or if you're maybe employed by a specific company or stuff like that. It's going to just allow it to shift and flow. You might find yourself no longer working there in a few weeks because something else is offered or something else comes in. So just life is meant to just be a flow now for all of us who are awakening, and other humans and other people who are not of the awakening period, or who we found here because we are not from this earth realm. They'll have a very different experiencing of earth, and that's okay. They'll still be in their structure, and that's okay. And they'll still be having to deal with they need to destabilize and have their dark night of the soul and have their integration process and have their awakening period, and then have what we have been through. They need to have their own thing, and that they are going to have it at a bit of a slower pace. You have all had the eternities of mastery. That's why it's happened so fast, because you have done this before in other realms, other planets, other experiences. You assist, you awaken universes. So this was the knowledge almost coming auto, coming back and integrating. While for the humans who are here, we have integrated information set, but it's the first time they're experiencing it. So you might maybe have integrated a light code in a week. It might take the person who hasn't awakened maybe 10 years to integrate that light code. You integrated in a week, because for us, we learn, we shift, integrate, ooh, and we already move on. For them, it's, oh, interesting. And then they apply it to different scenarios, and then they need to work it out, and then they need to learn. And that's part of their healing process. They have to go through that in order for them to awaken and evolve. We can't rush that process, right? But there was just a call to assist all of us finally be supported where we are, even though we are here anchored in a time where they are. Fulfillment keeps coming through. So, a big energy of fulfillment, you feeling fulfilled, feeling satisfied, feeling content, feeling whole, feeling rich, feeling healthy, feeling cared for, feeling supported, feeling loved, feeling nurtured, feeling wanted by earth, by experiences, by people, by relationships, just feeling wanted. And it's not a codependency, oh, you want me? It's more, uh, oh, I'm not an irritant. I'm not a bother to be around. Wanted energy, and feeling wanted, feeling seen, feeling celebrated. Your wisdom and your words being appreciated, you being appreciated, not taken for granted. And that might shift you to a whole different group of people, right? So expect a whole different landscape, a whole different community, a whole different energy base coming through, who maybe are seeing you for the first time. And because it's the first time they're connecting with you, they appreciate you on a higher level, a different level than those who have seen you through, who have known you. Because sometimes those who have known you for a very long time, they tend not to, I don't know, it's a weird experience where one isn't really appreciated that much. But it's not, and it's just, it's a source of saying, it's almost it's like, when you get used to something, when you get used to something or someone, you tend to almost overlook. And it's part of the human frequency. You beings, you all know that you really appreciate, and you appreciate to such an extent you actually want to elevate, and yet they're not ready to be elevated. So it's weird because you see how amazing they are. They don't see it. And no matter how much you see it and you try and encourage them how amazing they are, they reject it. And so obviously they reject you, and they reject you and your amazingness because they reject their own amazingness. So it's a shift to those who are not rejecting their amazingness. They're not rejecting how amazing they are, how incredible, how powerful. And so you being there and you shining this light, they see your light and they respond positively to it. And it's not attaching, it's not needing, it's just really honored, right? An honoring of you returning. wholeness, star energy, star light, high frequency being, restoration. And you're going to feel a lot more connected to the earth grid, even more so than now. For many of you, feel very connected to the earth, yet now you're really going to feel in the earth because the oneness, the essence, and the energies have woven within you now in a new way. At the end of the integration, when the sacred energies came through, weaving through, we felt this divine integration happen on a deep cellular level within each and every single one of us. Where we received, you're now supported. We now come, we can now offer. It's very interesting. So, and again, there's this huge sense of non-judgment. They really don't want to judge who you are, how you be. They want you just to be happy and to live a life. So this is the earth energies, right? The earth energies were on the earth elementals, the spirit beings here. They're saying, just be, just be, just be, just be. Don't punish yourself for being. You're in this time frame, in this lifetime where, yes, technology and this stuff is available. Don't judge yourself for using it. Don't judge yourself for driving a car, even though it does, the gas, whatever it is. They're saying don't judge yourself for those ways of being. Um, if you could choose a timeline to be of earth, you wouldn't have chosen this earth to begin with. You would have chosen an earth which doesn't need, which has already healed, because you've already healed those energies. You're already such a high frequency. And it's like they really just want you to prioritize being love, as opposed to being a perfect version of human in order for, no, that's all illusion. You be you. Okay. Okay, beautiful beings. We're going to quickly just go through the comments to see if there's anything else we can assist with. Otherwise, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here with us at this time. Ooh, okay. We're going to begin here. Shelley Rain, hello, thank you. Hello, everyone. Hadi, speaking of healing today, my temple is tested as we currently are experiencing diarrhea since the early hours of today. Just gas overload too. Oh, yes, that is foundational stuff. We also had that before when our whole root chakra and sacral chakra was being recalibrated. And yeah, as soon as you have diarrhea or any stomach stuff, it's usually the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, it's your root chakra, all getting very almost destabilizing, but it's healing at the same time and integrating and evolving. And so just allow that process, and we trust that you'll feel good. Just rehydrate, look after yourself. We had that week where we were completely off because we had that whole shift. So we trust you're good. Okay. Yay. We no longer need to justify existence. Terry, thank you for the donation. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Sandra. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate. That is very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It really helps. Crystal, we no longer need to justify existence. It's time to exist and explore. Truly grateful for this freedom for creativity and living. Yes, it is time. No longer justifying, no longer trying to excuse, no longer trying to understand, but just flowing and going. This makes so much sense, Kemet. You're such an activator. Oh, thank you. We're so happy that you are connecting and enjoying these beautiful frequencies. And we're excited to see how they integrate within you, Shelley, and how you're just, we can feel there's an effervescence in your frequency, which is very fascinating. We're seeing this sparkly energy all around you. Very interesting. It just came through now. um, Yes, watching Kemet evolve feels like watching a new sun unfolding, Aurora. Oh, thank you, Sandra. We sometimes do not feel quite like a new sun unfolding, but we are happy that you are able to experience us in this way. As we feel you right now, as I was saying right now, Shelly, I'm feeling sparkles. Sandra, we always also see this golden light from you. We always feel these beautiful energies as we connect with all of you, and it's beautiful to experience you all unfold in your own beautiful ways. I'm not in control, and it is so indeed. Raturosh. I feel my unknown creators are all playful collaborators that went to further my story. There's quite an energy brewing, literally hurricane after hurricane on the other side of the United States. Oh, yes, we've been seeing the weather energies. Everything is literally shaking and restoring. Everything is aligning. And it's magical, it's beautiful, and it's also the honoring of, hey, this planet is wild and it's beautiful and it has expression of its own, and should we just align to source and honor this frequency, we're in harmony with all of that. And it's a humbling experience to also allow that, just to allow that energy and to allow that honoring of the powerful forces that, yes, are here on this earth. That path of surrender is how I met Jason, moved and have found peace in the last 12 months. I'm looking forward to surrendering to joy and whimsy from now on. Oh, yes, indeed. When you move out, the universe moves in, so it resonates. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What if all of us live here are going on a major move right now through this portal power shift? Why not? We have no idea. We've been thinking, what happens right now if a spaceship comes through door to door? Imagine. Imagine this beautiful spaceship coming door to door. Hi, you're done. Let's go. Like, oh, okay. Need to pack a bag? No, I don't need anything. Okay. And there we are on the news everywhere. And a spaceship coming through, collecting what we have come to know are star beings and beings that came to anchor Earth. Apparently, humans are on our own now. Shame. No, we think we're probably going to be here with them for a little longer. But yes, I can imagine us, if we're going to leave collectively, I can imagine we're a bit dramatic. I don't think we're going to be very subtle about it. If it's a great exodus, I'm quite sure we have decided to be quite dramatic about it, just for funsies. Um, okay. Galactic Portal Pirate Ship, Megalopolis. We have to go walk a dog. Thanks, Kemet. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the beautiful canine energy. May your energy, time, divine presence be returned to you 1 millionth fold. Thank you. Vaturos talavaros gravires. Jason, very grateful to Chris for how much they've helped me with the healing of the brain in particular. Ah, yes, the mind. Goodness. That is the last one, the last great hurdle of the human experiencing the mind. Once the mind is at ease, so much power returns, right? I joined in the John Lennon Imagine Peace Tower yesterday on his birthday in Iceland. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. Whenever we listened to that song, we always had goosebumps. That and A Wonderful World by Armstrong, we believe, Louis Armstrong, always gave us tingles. Some activation there. It always felt almost like in the memory, what's it called? Nostalgic, like otherworldly. And yes, beautiful energies, beautiful light codes integrating those healing energies. It's lovely when you can hear music that's literally channeled. Some music you can feel that was channeled to bring in a healing. Very grateful to Jason, who's taking his lunch to visit with us, shifting how it can be in the corporate world. I'm so excited for Kemet's deployment into living as their source so early. We're also excited for everybody's deployment in this absolute oneness and frequency. It's going to be so exciting to see um, how we all be. And each day we can feel ourselves more present in our frequency, thus more other in this reality. So we are quite excited to feel the reality honor the otherness that we are. And we trust that all of you will also be finally feeling the reality honoring the otherness that you are, which is wonderful and glorious. Goosebumps I receive. Thank you, Terry. This community of connections continues to invite such creativity and feeling of home. I offer deep appreciation to everyone's strength and compassion for self and collective and the journey. Yes, indeed. We are doing an incredible job, each and every single one of us, all of you, an incredible job. And we are so happy that you are all here, aligning, trusting, and you are all doing an incredible job on this crazy, crazy earth journey where we still need to speak to the person who I'm still, as soon as we're done, we're going to have a meeting, and whoever okayed this journey, we need to have a talk with love. We're just going to sit down and be like, why was this approved? With a big hug and a big cup of tea, but still, we need to speak to whoever approves these missions. I was born on turn three, coming back to one. Indeed, it feels like coming back home. Yes, indeed. I feel like the gods just granted me pardon for my sins and have reconnected my powers will payment in my full. Oh, yes. Because remember, those sins weren't even your sins. We came here to take that on and renew and recleanse them. As soon as we came here, we were just bombarded with all this information which wasn't ours. We had to live through it, take it on, transmute it, and heal it. So, beyond pardon, you literally are the healer of these energies. So, absolutely, you are incredible. And that's that divine forgiveness understanding. We came here to assist this great plan, to assist in this great shift. And that we took on a lot of energies. We remember in our past how much fear and all the things we took on and how we expressed it and lived it and how we were like, this doesn't feel right. And that's the thing, the awareness of and then healing it, that is the key. And that is the beautiful transmutation process. So indeed, indeed, we are all free and pardoned all the what humans consider sins. Because to sin is to turn away from self. That is the definition of a sin, to turn away from self. And all of you are no longer turning away from self. When you turn away from self, that is when you're inspired to do all these things that are hurtful. When you're within self, everything you do is within love and in agreement with source and with the source of others, in agreement with life itself. Sandra, happy belated birthday and congratulations. I love weaving words. So happy for your experience. You definitely feel at home. Returning to the stars indeed. Hello, this is my first time catching one of your lives. I'm so glad I can watch and enjoy. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. And I think we sing a bit of a teddy bear or koala there, but thank you so much for joining. And if you've caught this late, there's going to be a replay. So we will see you. Very beautiful. In the present, amazing experiences. Terry, thank you so much for the donation. We appreciate you. So well and so received. Gorgeous 10 out of 10 product activation. Thank you, Kemet. A much better time for us to connect. I know it's late for you. Thank you for not running ads. Recognize the need to monetize and appreciate. Thank you. We finally found a way to be able to have the donation tab running and also release the ads. The last time when we tried to release the ads, we couldn't have the contribution portal, so it ended up being a little bit tricky because then we then can't really receive any assistance along the way. But now that we can just keep it clear, which helps quite a bit, and then we can also do ads when we upload it on YouTube, but we're also trying to do the ads before and after and keep the actual transmission free. Now it seems to be a bit more responsive. So thank you. And you're very, very welcome. We're glad to have you back with us. Kadi, thank you, thank you, thank you. Terry, my father's song. I now understand the magic he weaved in this lifetime. What a wonderful world. Indeed. Always got goosebumps with that song. I find you so beautiful. Chunky, thank you so much. We find all of you beautiful and powerful and incredible. And we are so, so, so honored that all of you are here with us. We look forward to the next portal activation 1111. Woof. It always is a whopper of a portal, and this one was quite powerful. So we're looking forward to how the 1111 portal works through. We find that tomorrow is probably also going to be quite a beautiful, powerful day with the 1110, 1110 8. So enjoy the energies tomorrow too. 3 to the 8 stability, infinity without in, and then the 11 and the 2 balance. So tomorrow is also going to be quite a beautiful one. So enjoy the energies, and we will see you all. Today is Thursday. We'll see you on Sunday for the soul session, Sunday soul session, and then also we will be doing a full moon on the 17th. It should be, is it a new moon or a full moon? Full moon on the 17th of October. We'll have a full moon live session. So much to catch up on and much to experience and much to weave. We love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for the contributions. Thank you for the donations. They really assist. You can donate here through the tip or through PayPal. We believe the link is in the description, or EFT if it's easier for local South Africans. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. We are so grateful for each and every single one of you. See you soon. Take care. Bye.